trotting out for the annual validation of the regiment's fitness for state ceremonial duties. It's taken hours of preparation, washing and grooming, polishing their silver cuirasses, blacking their beasts and buffing their brasses. The man scrutinising the parade isn't just the officer commanding the army in London and the Household Division. He's also a lifeguard and former CO of this regiment, so his eye is even keener. Everything must be exact.
The extra pressure came from the Major General being from our own background, from our own regiment, so that added a bit more esteem today. So yeah, it made us show off a little bit more than we normally would do, I suppose. So yeah, today went swimmingly.
160 horses assembled in a divisional frontage then were put through manoeuvres in walk and trot, with the mounted bands of the Lifeguards and the Blues and Royals also having to pass muster. Centuries-old traditions, a spectacle for London's tourists, joggers and people enjoying a spring morning in Hyde Park. The riders say their mounts are aware when they're rehearsing and when it's serious.
Funny enough, when you've not got the full state kit on, they seem to misbehave in the park.
When they're in full rig, they know this is game on now, do they?
Pretty much, yeah. It's almost a sixth sense from the horses. As soon as we put the state kit on, they almost sort of know to behave, and they know, the sort of dignitaries are watching. So yeah, they sort of tend to watch their behaviour when we're in full state kit, which is good.
Smart order is imperative going into a season which will be busier than many before it. The regiment will participate in the state opening of Parliament, added to Queen's birthday duties, an Irish state visit, and they'll receive new standards in May, a ceremony which comes around once in 10 years.
As a troop leader, you're in charge of about 30 men and horses, and that's a division. So you're divisional commander. You're in charge of making sure they're dressed off correctly, the spacings in the parade and the speed that you're advancing. So it's quite an important job to keep everything nice and organised.
And did it all stay that way? I know obviously horses are a bit unpredictable.
Horses are very unpredictable, but no, I was quite happy with the performance today.
For today's trumpeting trooper, it was a privilege to chalk up a first.
So originally it used to be any word of commands from the colonel would be relayed through the trumpet, so any walk, trots, march, salutes, falling the officers, feedaways, major parades, anything along them lines. It's quite a proud thing for me. It's a one in a lifetime. Not many jobs get to do this sort of role, so it's quite special for me, yeah.
Back in barracks, some final commands are demonstrated before the horses are relieved of their riders and the extra 4 stones in weight, which the armour and regalia amount to. Job done for now, but they'll be back on duty performing Windsor escort duties next week. Julie Knox, Forces News, Hyde Park.